I was seeing this beautiful deity of Hanumanji upstairs. It's a very wonderful deity. And I was reminded of this beautiful prayer that Hanumanji sings in Srimad Bhagavatam. Na janmanunam mahato na saubhagam na vam na buddhi na krite stesha hetu dhairyad vrishishta na pino manaukasha chakara sakye bata lakshmana grajaha chakara sakye bata lakshmana grajaha. So in this verse actually Hanumanji is praying to Krishna, to Lord Ram, and he's telling him that, my dear Lord, actually I have no qualifications to approach you. No qualifications. He says that I don't have the power of speech, because monkeys speak monkey language. They don't speak English, they don't speak Sanskrit. He says that I have no education, no buddhi. I have no qualifications. I don't have MBAs, I don't have BAs, I don't have MScs, I've never studied. Then he says, I am not born of high parentage. I'm not coming from a Brahmana family. I'm not coming from Kshatriya family. I'm just an animal. And then he says that I don't even have a proper house in which I can receive you. Because monkeys, I just live in the forest and I move from tree to tree, night after night. And then he says that there is no culture at all that is present in me for me to be able to even receive you. In other words, I'm totally devoid of qualification. And yet, despite all the lack of my qualification, you are so kind that you have accepted me very humbly as your servant. And this is the greatness of Lord Ram, and this is the greatness of a devotee who recognizes the greatness of Lord Ram. So this process of chanting Lord's names, whether it is Ram, whether it is Krishna, the point is, no qualification is needed. How many of you are bathroom singers? Hands up. Yeah. We all at some point will sing in the bathroom. And when we sing, it doesn't really matter, who is hearing. That's why we're in the bathroom, isn't it? So nobody hears, nobody sees us. But the point is, when we try to approach the Lord through this process of devotional service, it doesn't create obstacles. It actually frees us. Otherwise, Hanumanji could never have done that. And Hanumanji was taught another lesson in Ramayana, because while they were building this beautiful bridge that would link them to Lanka, Hanumanji became very proud of his strength. He was hurling big rocks into the ocean. And if you remember, he saw the squirrel, and the squirrel was trying its best to accumulate whatever dust and whatever little pebbles it could, and it was also throwing it in. And Hanumanji, very good-natured way, he just said to him that, you please move aside, my dear friend, leave it to the big boys to complete the bridge. And at that point of time, Lord Ram was passing by because he was inspecting. And when he saw what Hanumanji told, I think you can drop the feedback of it. When he saw what Hanumanji was telling the squirrel, Lord Ram comes over and he smiles and he tells Hanumanji, my dear Hanuman, whatever the squirrel is doing is to the best of his capacity. And whatever that you are doing is to the best of your capacity. Even though the good Lord has given you all different capacities, that is not the lookout of the Lord. What's important for the Lord is based on your capacity, you are trying your best. So if supposing someone comes and says, I'm trying my best for Krishna, is it enough? I'm trying my best for Lord Ram, is it enough? The only answer we can give you is, in your heart you know what is the best you can give. And the Lord being in your heart, He also knows if you are capable of giving more. So Lord Ram concluded that little episode by saying that there is no difference between the service of the squirrel and the service of the great Hanumanji. Because bhakti doesn't require material qualification. It only requires the sincerity of the heart. So today, let us glorify Lord Ram by remembering his names and by remembering this great point in devotional service, that we don't have to complicate our bhakti, we just have to start it. That's very important. Very often we tell ourselves, I will start it when my children are ready, when my husband is a little bit more settled, when we reach this certain point, I have a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 15-year plan, let's finish all the material propensities and duties. But that day will never come. Because Yamaraj, is always waiting just by the corner. So it is better for us to arrange our bhakti first, because that requires no qualification. Whereas every other paraphernalia in this world actually requires qualification. So please don't miss this point.